Hello again. Right now, I'm currently in a flea market type situation. I think it's called Captain Rob's. It's in Muncie. It's pretty cool. There's a little hallway back here that I've kind of hidden away at. Thought I would record this, been looking for kind of a quiet area to do this, and this is what I have found. I don't really know what I want to talk about today. I just know I want to keep talking to the camera because I think it's good for me. I'm in this club right now at Ball State called Ball Ivor, and it's a lot like Survivor, but it's at Ball State, hence the name. And it's really fun. I'm in the final 7 right now, which feels pretty good. You know, I've made it pretty far. I met with someone else that's in the show called Jack today. I met with him, and it was really fun. He's a cool guy, although I think I might have to backstab him in the game a couple weeks from now, but that's all right. Anyways, I don't really, that's cool. I enjoy that. That's kind of what I've been doing today, really. Today is, what is today's date? I believe today is the 7th. I believe it is. I registered for class November 7th. For the record, looking back on this, November 7th, 2025. I registered for my classes next semester, which felt really good. I got that out of the way. I am 6 classes away from graduating college, which is kind of crazy. I didn't think I would ever really be in this situation. Feels weird, just like knowing I made it that far. Because it doesn't feel like I've done a lot of work at it. But I have been doing it for 4.5 years. It'll be 5 by the time I'm done. I got one more semester, and then I'm going to take some summer classes to kind of close it out. But they'll let me graduate in May, which is cool. But yeah, school's good, you know. I don't do the work like I should. I'm really neglectful of my own work, but I mean, that's okay. What are you going to do about it? But I think I'll still graduate on time, which will be good. I've got a marketing degree, so we'll see what I do with that. I always find these so interesting because I'm really not talking to anyone but myself. I'm just kind of like getting my thoughts out there. So like, I feel like this is like one of the most like true versions of myself because like there's no one listening to me. I'm kind of like screaming into like an empty void, which is weird. So I feel like I'm most like authentically myself in these videos, or maybe I'm not. All I know is I'm just kind of talking what's on my head and kind of where my head's at. I feel like I'm a very scatterbrained person, so this is kind of helpful. But yeah, it feels really good to be almost done with school. I think that you know, I'm ready to work. I'm really sick of kind of school as a whole. It just is really tiring and boring. And traditionally, I've always enjoyed work a lot more. I was a manager at a Chick-fil-A for a while, and it was actually just kind of really fun. I enjoyed it. So I thought I heard someone behind me. Sorry. I think we're good. I don't think anyone's coming back here. This is a cool flea market. A lot of just random shit, just like everywhere. There's like lamps and, well, they got more than lamps. Lamps and paintings and CDs and vinyl, and just like, there's a table. It's just like full of tools, which is kind of cool. My roommate Brayden, today, I hope like people don't ever watch this because I don't mean to be spewing everyone's information out there. My roommate Brayden, he thought that his grandma was having a stroke today, but turns out she wasn't. Her blood sugar was just low, but that was kind of a scary moment. I came downstairs and he was on the phone with his mom, and he was like, "Yeah, dude, I think my grandma might have just had a stroke." And I was like, "That's not good." And I was talking to him and helping him out, and then he called off work, and then he made it halfway to his hometown, which is like Atlanta, Indiana, and apparently her blood sugar was just low, so she's chilling. So that's good. Potentially going to a party tonight, maybe kind of fun. My girlfriend Lily, I got pretty close with a lot of her friend group, and they all like me, which is cool. So they invite me to parties and stuff. I think this one, it's at her friend Rosemary's house. It's Rosemary's roommate Emily's birthday today, I think. And the theme is Fancy Nancy. I remembered. So that's good. Yeah, really no subject for this one. I feel like next time I do one of these, I want to have a subject matter, but I could talk about something I've been into recently. I mean, might as well, right? Music, I could talk about music. Let's talk about music. Um, well, the new Geese album is really good. I like Geese a lot. That it's crazy how popular this album's gotten. I feel like it's just like so widely acclaimed, Getting Killed by Geese, but for good reason. It's just gotten so popular. I feel like it's kind of like when Ants from Up There by Black Country New Road like blew up. I feel like it was a similar like spike in popularity because like they were up to like 3 million monthly listeners, and then now they're down to like 500,000. So like that album blew them up like crazy. I feel like this is a similar situation with Getting Killed because like 3D Country and Projectors were like pretty popular, but like this one like blew up and it's cool. It's a really good album. I listened to all my favorite tracks on that today. And then I listened to that a lot today. It was a good listen. I listen to music a lot. I just kind of like always am listening to music when I'm like walking around. I go on walks a lot. I've been just like I just like walk outside and just like don't stop walking. Like I've walked like probably like 2 miles today, and I've just wound up here. I like just like winding up places because like look where I'm at. Like I'm just in this like random hallway in this like flea market and a bunch of paintings on the wall and stuff. But I like just like ending up places, you know. And this is a good find. It's kind of a gross hallway, but it is what it is. Yeah, I gotta walk back, and then I think my girlfriend Lily wants to go on a walk with me, so that's cool. Um, hmm. Life's been good the last couple of days. Had kind of a bad, like 3 or 4 days, a couple days ago. Just some disagreements with people in my life, and it kind of stunk. And I was just kind of being dramatic and sensitive. I'm a really emotional person. Like I something will happen and I'll consider it bad and I'll just like kind of like freak out about it. And like I'm not a very rational thinker when I'm really emotional. And there was kind of a situation like that where I felt I felt very vulnerable and kind of just like exposed, and it made me kind of lash out and get really defensive. And that's not good. That's not me. Like I don't want to do that, but I did. And it's just my emotions run so high. Like I said in my last video, like I get so in my head about things, and like I convince myself of stuff that's happening all the time. And I'm just a very insecure person as a whole. I'm not very confident in myself, and I think that links to me being extra sensitive and then getting really worked up and emotional about things that don't go exactly how I want them to go. And I hate the thought of like people thinking poorly about me. So I don't want to do that anymore. Like I just really don't. Like I'm just sick of it. I'd rather just be more secure and stable and confident in myself, but it's hard to sometimes. So that's why I wanted to do these. You know, I think that's why I started this. I just kind of went through a hard couple days there, and I was like, I need some sort of like way to vent and just like talk. And that's what this is to me. That's what I want it to be. And it's very personal to me, but I also I just like the idea of it being public. Like I like the idea that people could stumble upon this and watch it. Not that it's going to ever happen, but like the idea of that happening is fascinating to me. Because I'm just talking to a camera. I'm just kind of talking about my thoughts and all that stuff. So yeah, I hope I can look back on these someday and be very thankful for it. You know, that I did this, and I want to keep doing it every day. Because like I said, it takes 10 minutes. If I just record for 10 minutes and talk, you know, what's the deal? So maybe next time I do this, I'll have some sort of subject matter to talk about, because today was also kind of scatterbrained, but I covered some cool stuff. I covered music, covered Ball Viver update, covered just mental health stuff in general, why I continue to think this is good for me. I'd updated you about the Braden situation, so pretty cool. Is there anything else I want to talk about? I don't think so. Maybe I should leave with a song of the day. Let's see here. What's been the song that stood out to me the most today that I've listened to? I can think of one. Honestly, man, it's an oldie. I've loved this song for a really long time, but I listened to it again today, and it just reminded me how much I love this song. Kids on Holiday by Animal Collective. That's such a cool song. Just like, at first I was like so confused by that song because it's got like this like really repetitive like strum guitar thing. But eventually like you hear it as a guitar at first, and then eventually it becomes like this percussion element, and it's really cool. And then behind that, there's like these deep layers of like distortion and like a crashing sound, like a digital crash. It's really cool. It sounds sick, and the vocals are really cool. I like that because the instrumentation are very chaotic, but then the lyrics and like the vocal melody is like super duper like bare bones and just kind of like a cute little lullaby. Super cool song. I could rave about that song and that album as a whole for a while, but we'll talk more about that probably eventually, and my love for Sung Tongs and Animal Collective and just that band in general. So, yeah, this was fun. I'll do this again tomorrow. Bye.